my entrance into Channel S was actually after a community award. That was before the time of the Channel S awards. There was another one, contribution to the community award,
community award.
that was the first time I came on Channel S, and that was scary.
So you know how we feel then.
I do. Let's move forward from here. Obviously, it is clear, Chairman Shah, যে আপনি এমন একটা লেভেলে নিয়ে গেছেন এই অ্যাওয়ার্ডটা, এখন আসলে বলা যায় যে কমিটির সবচেয়ে প্রেস্টিজিয়াস অ্যাওয়ার্ড, যেটাকে আসলে টপ ভ্যালু দেওয়া যায়, সেটাই চ্যানেল এস অ্যাওয়ার্ডস। Where do we see this going now from here onwards?
প্রথমে আমাকে একটা জিনিস ক্লিয়ার করতে হয়। আপনারা সবাই জানেন প্রতি বছর around the month of October we start publicizing for nomination, inviting nominations, and then nomination closes sometime in February, and then the selection process goes on, and sometime in end of March or April is the final event. This year it hasn't happened, and a lot of people have raised the issue and asked why not. প্রথমে আমি এটাই বলতে চাই যে I don't know how many of you know or knew that I wasn't very well since the month of middle of September. So সেটা একটা রিজন। আরেকটা রিজন হলো যে সিমিলটেনিয়াসলি আমরা চিন্তা করতেছিলাম আমাদের প্যানেল বা আমাদের টিম that in one hand so many awards going on, how do we keep where we are and এটাকে এইভাবে প্রেস্টিজিয়াস রাখি কিভাবে, at the same time আমাদের কমিউনিটির তো আর সাইজ তো এভাবেই থেকে যাচ্ছে। So আমরা we were thinking that why not do it every 2 years?
Yes.
You know, that way it will be more prestigious. We would have enough time to prepare ourselves, and at the same time the nominations will be the very best nominations. I can give you one example. ধরেন আমাদের contribution to the community boli.
Yes.
First of all, as you know, we started on a regional basis. So it would be like contribution to the community in Wales, in Scotland, west of England, southeast of England, north, Midlands. But we were running out of quality nominations.
Right.
Okay? So imagine the talents we have here, they are awarded, and at the same time the nominations we only received from Wales were of poor quality, but because we have to decide on the nominations, so the recipient, the quality would go lower.
There was a disparity between some of the qualities.
So this is why we think that every 2 years would be a very good idea, and it's just coincidental. This year it would have happened if I was all right, if I was well. So, but inshallah there will be one in 2015 and 2017, and we'll review it all the time if there is a if we decide and if the community feel that why not do it every year, we'll do it.
Yes.
So it is open, but
so hopefully soon we should be able to start nominating people for the 2015.
No, I think it will be towards the end of the year, because we don't want to leave the gap for too long, because if it happens sometime in March or April, and sometimes we have to also think about the Easter holidays, then somebody else from somewhere will heavily publicize their event, which is of no value, but we can't do it on similar date.
Yes.
So I think next year it will be sometime in March or April, and as usual we will start.
That's 12 months from now, hopefully.
Yes, but we will start inviting nominations from around October.
Well, there you have it from the chairman himself. The Channel S Awards, and I know the process that we went to. You know, the Channel S were the very first through these awards and through the guidance of the chairman to source the very best talent. And we got to a point in which we now have to wait for the next talent to get to a particular
maturity
to a particular level. Hence, from here, we heard it from the chairman himself.
And can I just point out something else? We started these education awards, GCSE, A levels, and then you go for graduation and postgraduate and so on. But have you noticed that in last 5-6 years, the student awards have grown like mushrooms?
Yes,
Absolutely,
yes.
So what do we do?
In fact, only last week I was invited to. There are now borough-based awards. Lots of them happen. We'll talk more about that. We do need to go for a little break, and we'll be back after break. Another guest will be joining us, and I've been told that Sister Nazia, unfortunately, you'll be leaving us. But thank you very much for joining us today, and we really do hope to see more nominations from you now, and also to inspire other sisters like yourself to come forward and and you know, let's get rid of the fear.
Work as an ambassador.
You can tell them that I'm not as scary in real life as I used to be. Yeah.
Inshallah.
Okay, we will see you after the break. Do join us then. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum, and indeed welcome back to Channel S Awards, a review. Just before we went on the break, the chairman did announce that Channel S Awards is now going to go biannual, which means that it will be happening every 2 years. So the next award ceremony will take place in and around March, April of 2015, just over 12 months from now. And the reasons for that are very logical. One of the reasons is, of course, the mere saturation in the community with so many different awards going on. And of course, secondly, as a panel of judges, we do want to source the cream of the Bangladeshi community nationally. And this is a national award. It's an award that should maintain its prestige by not becoming too frequent or too common for that matter. We do have another new guest that has joined us, the first and only Asian councillor from Cumbria. Interesting story here. After 3 consecutive nominations, on the 3rd occasion he was selected by the panel of judges to win the award of contribution to the community in the UK. We have, of course, Councillor Abdul Harid. Assalamu alaikum, thank you for joining us.
Assalamu alaikum to you, and assalamu alaikum to all the viewers.
Tell us about your story of the Channel S Awards and how it came about.
Well, firstly, this is the 3rd attempt I took, and I took 3 attempts in becoming a councillor as well. So it is
3rd time lucky in everything, it would seem.
Absolutely, yeah. And I've seen these awards going through. I've seen a lot of people work hard, you know, and I've worked for over 20 years for the community. If you look at the city, Carlisle city as a whole, there's over 100,000 population there, and there's about 500 ethnic minorities. So it's a very small proportion of the ethnic minority population we have. And I've worked day and night, and I've worked in many areas of the community to develop the community into arranging services.
Yeah. Looking at the award, it must have been a real shock and a pleasant surprise when, on the 3rd time, your name was actually finally read out as the winner.
Absolutely. I mean, I was thrilled at the day, and I didn't believe. I just came back from my holiday, in fact, and I thought, well, I'll apply again and see if I'm lucky 3rd time. So I was absolutely thrilled on the day when it was all announced.
A lot of people we've noticed over the years that application করেছে, nomination আমরা receive করেছি, হয়তোবা কোনো একটা কারণে they did not reach or somebody else did slightly better than them, they didn't get the award, অনেক সময় দেখা যায় যে তারা আবার রিনমিনেট করে না এবং রিঅ্যাপ্লিকেশনটা দেয় না. What made you persevere so many times?
The reason is over the past years, for 20 years, I've worked from one stage to another stage. First I was a whip in the Labour group, and then I became a chief whip, and then I just carried on working from one step to another step. So I was so close. I'm so close to achieving an award. So I thought, well, I'll ask my nominators to nominate me, since I've done so much work for the community.
And you never gave up?
I never gave up, no.
Well, that's an example in itself. What did you think of that?
I think it's inspirational. I think it's such a good example for people not to give up, not be discouraged by just one attempt at, nominating themselves or being nominated, and really just persevere until they actually achieve what they want. It's such a great example.
I mean, at the moment, I'm going to come back to Chairman Shab. At the moment, in our community, prior to Chandler's Awards, what kind of things could we have looked forward to in order to motivate us to do well?
I don't think there was anything.
There isn't anything.
No, except the specialized areas like catering and
which were more
local
industrial awards.
based and commercial based, but nothing of this nature.
One of the things it has done, and I met somebody on a train once, and they said, you're one of the judges on Chandler's Awards. I said, yes. I said, I'm working towards I'm going to win one day. And I felt really good thinking, wow, this person has actually set a target to win a national award. I'm going to actually suggest to our chairman that we need to add a word or two to the awards to give it its true recognition, either as an international or a national award, because people fail to recognize that, because I'm looking, we have Councillor Abdul Harid here, is from Cumbria.
That's right.
From Carlisle.
Yep. The last border city.
We've been giving awards to people from Birmingham, from Scotland, from Wales. Truly, and I think in the last 2 awards we expanded to European contribution to the
That's
European
right.
community.
Yeah.
And also contribution to the world stage. I think we did that as well, because there are Bangladeshis that have contributed to a world platform. I don't know whether you know, but YouTube was actually founded by a Bangladeshi.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it has to be
amazing.
a British Bangladeshi, by the way.
Yes.
Not Bangladeshi from Bangladesh.
Wow.
Yeah. So I hope I'm absolutely correct on that. As far as I know, I am correct.
And then there
on
is
that.
Sabirul,
Yes.
the young writer.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot.
we are making a contribution to the international stage, to the national stage, and more so now in politics as well. And these things are important. Councillor Abdul Harid, obviously you're a politician.
Local politician, yeah.
Some people take the view that, well, politics is not for the community; it's for one's self. What would you say to that?
No, I would say politics gives you the platform to actually do something for the people, to represent the people that who you are. For example, years ago, the local Carlisle Bangladeshi community applied for a grant to the council, and at a full council meeting, a councillor said that he does not see so many Bangladeshis needing for fundings, do they live in his backyard? So that actually sparked a lot of debate in the council. So I think you need to have a platform, and the only way to have a platform is engage in mainstream issues and mainstream politics.
Yeah.
Otherwise you won't be able to get access to the services. There's so many services that our community lacks, which we need to tap into.
And do you think your award has inspired people within your locality?
Absolutely. I mean, firstly, maybe Chandler's Awards was seen as a southern awards, whereas all the awards go to London and the suburbs. Now that obviously I've received an award, and Birmingham has, so people look at the Chandler's Awards as a nationally recognized awards, and it will inspire others to come forward and do the work for the communities.